Forest and Environment Minister THANGJAM Biswajit launches Save Singda movement. Government aims to plant 1 crore saplings at various catchment areas. Chief Minister N. Biren launches Manipur University's first ever festival, DM Unifest 2022. CM assures of improving university infrastructure under state's 100 days action plan. Manipur sees no new case of COVID-19 nor any death in past 24 hours with 4 new recoveries. Active COVID case load dips to 4. And India reports 2,202 new COVID-19 cases, 2,550 recoveries and 27 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.74%. Good evening and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime Time English News. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly and maintain a safe distance. And I'm PREMI THANGJAM, bringing you the news and details. Forest and Environment Minister THANGJAM Biswajit launched a Save Singda movement today. Manipur government aims to plant 1 crore saplings at various catchment areas under the movement. Minister Biswajit led in planting several saplings at catchment area of Singda to mark the launching event organized by Kangpokpi Forest Division. Additional Chief Secretary Forest and Environment M.H. Khan, PCCF A.K. Joshi, Chief Conservator of Forest T2 L. Joy Kumar, Kangpokpi Forest Division DFO N. Ganesh and department heads took part in the event. Speaking on the occasion, Minister Biswajit expressed concern over large-scale deforestation in the state and its adverse impacts. He said Chief Minister N. Biren led state government has identified major catchment areas in the state and that Singda is one of them. Seeking support from the public, the Forest Minister said state government will take necessary measures including distribution of drone cameras to DFOs to facilitate them in nurturing saplings planted under the movement.
Aigi economy hargasu equigi lebakta environment the mark the haibadi aigi generation the mark the aigi chai sumank the monga pataba port or the port popi thabi culture matorusi akoi munna khanda bina khunda view replacement giwanatana kari kari tawraga phagada ga haibadu mafam da akoi tanaminera harkanda akoina war on drug chathariba aduga drug si pulap oina curb tawina bagi wakhalon la harkanda masi thuna thadok piraga forest ki maruina area da tawri puna mungsi thadok piu karigumba masigi poche thadok tana tawba wargadi ain gi matungina akoina yengnaba yenge mahujikti aingi matungina akhon lokhot pa yawa action do lokhol hai kan da masi kap tawga je sarkar si amutang ai pandam ni.
Minister THANGJAM Biswajit appeals to stop illegal poppy cultivation by clearing forest in the hills of Manipur. He urged poppy cultivators to approach the relevant department to find other options. He assured that the Forest and Environment Department is planning to launch various welfare schemes for those who are dependent on forest products or for livelihood. Highlighting the harmful impact of poppy cultivation on the environment and the society, Minister Biswajit warned that stringent legal action will be taken against poppy cultivators.
Aigi economy hargasu equigi lebakta environment the mark the haibadi aigi generation the mark the aigi chai sumank the monga pataba port or the port popi thabi culture matorusi akoi munna khanda bina khunda view replacement giwanatana kari kari tawraga phagada ga haibadu mafam da akoi tanaminera harkanda akoina war on drug chathariba aduga drug si pulap oina curb tawina bagi wakhalon la harkanda masi thuna thadok piraga forest ki maruina area da tawri puna mungsi thadok piu karigumba masigi poche thadok tana tawba wargadi ain gi matungina akoina yengnaba yenge mahujikti aingi matungina akhon lokhot pa yawa action do lokhol hai kan da masi kap tawga je sarkar si amutang ai pandam ni.
BJP Manipur Pradesh President A. Sarda says no one should hinder planting of trees in the wake of global climate change and resulting calamities. She was speaking at the launch of widespread tree plantation campaign on the theme Safe Environment, Safe Youth, Safe Future Generation today. The launching event was held at Ipa Thangjam Ningthau and Ima Laisna shrines at Thaubal Thangjam. She called upon all communities in the state to support the campaign to save the environment. A Sarda appealed to stop hindering anyone carrying out the campaign at Thangjam, Kobru or any other parts of the state. Members of Royal Riders Manipur have planted several saplings at Adventure Tourism Complex of Manipur Mountaineering and Trekking Association MMTA at Lamdan. Royal Riders Manipur members and their families put up camp in the village and planted saplings for 2 days on May 14th and 15th as a part of its 12th Mahosha Imaning Singtha in connection with World Environment Day. Indian Red Cross Society Imphal West experts also gave demonstrations on first aid techniques to the villagers. Chief Minister Nongthong Bambirin today inaugurated 4-day first ever festival of Dhanamanjuri University named as the DM Unifest 2022. Speaking on the occasion, the Chief Minister assured that government will upgrade infrastructure of the university including hostels and laboratories under the state's 100 days action plan. The festival began with hoisting of the university flag by Chief Minister N. Biren at DM College of Science. He took salute from the marching students of DM College of Science, DM College of Arts, DM College of Commerce, GP Women's College and LMS Law College, which are affiliated to DM University. N. Biren stressed on the need to impart the knowledge of history and folklore of Manipur among the youths as they are the future. Winner of college of various events held during the festival will get a chance to participate in the upcoming All India Inter-University Festival this December. Education Minister T.H. Basanta, DMU Vice Chancellor Professor N. Rajmohan, Thangmaiban MLA K.H. Joy Kishan, teaching and non-teaching staff and students will present at the inaugural function.
Strike academic atmosphere that disturbance bigger of just a young solution later solve the one of the issues later. Taxi Kasi Lamsat Devar, see out the days of a Samaj, Semayade, Aduba, Aisazu, Sapatabe, Yuki Festival, Masilida Masin, the community starters in the difference community, Mayansiki, Apunba, Amagama understand Dominaba, Amagama respect Dominaba, Amagama Wisanasin and the Punzel in the Wakulondo, Mapumpana, I separate from the Hazabu, Betamjari.
National Highway 37 Surveillance Committee, NH37SC and Rongmai Naga Youth Organization RNYO warned of launching stir if authorities concerned fail to initiate restoration of Old Kasar Road or the Tongjai Maril within 3 days. The two organizations also demanded to upgrade the Old Kasar Road to a national highway. Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, NH37SC Chairman Singamlung Dangmai said commuters have been plying on the Old Kasar Road since the Irang Bridge recently collapsed. He said the road stress, which was repaired during 2019-2020, is now filled with many potholes and the roadsides are bushy, making it accident prone. Speaking to media, RNYO President Nicholas Gonmai asserted that repair work of the Irang Bridge will take months and frequent running of heavy laden vehicles along the Old Kasar Road will further deteriorate its condition.
Tongjai Maril Old Kasar Road, Hariba Lambi Sida, Equi Hozik, Chat Liver Lambi Shisu 2019-20 Sida, Company Shambal Loishalamaga, Chat Kare, Mapu Pandaba, Mana Laire, National Highway 37 Thong Sitekta Gramnina, Hariba Lambi Sida, Rengpang to Bishampur Lambi is Chat Livani. Chat Liver Lambi Lot, Gari Mam Chatli, at passenger Gari Mam Chatli, lambi se sembi drabne sum sokchale
maybe democratic form of agitation or anything could happen amasi se akoi hairi bise akoi gi khatti nakte Manipur mayam gani Manipur lifeline talati imphal da laiba ichin inaw sing kari kamai na hingani ching da laiba akoi kari kamai na hingani maduna masi se very serious matter ni.
Manipuri Cultural Center in Agartala is yet to be constructed even after 30 years since the former Chief Minister of Manipur, R.K.J. Chandra, laid its foundation stone. Manipuri community settled in Tripura is reportedly facing various issues including lack of proper means of livelihood. Their employment rate under the Tripura government is visibly low. Many have gone to other places in search of jobs, hence their settlement in the state is at risk. Impact News team visited Tripura's capital Agartala with Manipuri diasporas settled there. Speaking to Impact News, Secretary of Puthiba Welfare and Cultural Society Tripura, Sinam Dipak, expressed disappointment that foundation stone for construction of Manipuri Cultural Center was laid on October 13, 1988 at Puthiba Sanglen in Abhoy Nagar of Agartala, but it is yet to be materialized even to this day. He said that they have been urging Manipur government to open a Manipur Bhavan in Agartala for the convenience of Manipuri visitors for many years.
Manipur government koina miyam hajare 10 years or Manipur IDC chief jam pigare honorable Chief Minister Halere Madu Ibu Bising to Pigi Madulorga Hojiki N Biren Singh Manania Mukhamantri Mount Zukochana Anirak Pangarure Mount Zukochana JPB Tripura Siga Kogi Abhaynagar se koi jaga pirage amaga Manipur Bhavan maga sabiro aina kayuna habadi asiga jamna Manipur ki mi koi Tripura se jam lakale ujit je kuno thabak ki hairu laritam bhairu service ki hairu jam lakale koi bosulai siga Tripura siga madugi koi meitei machagala aga se siga leibegi jaga phangdare siga kaile ni hotel la le risu khoge sakmana badina sakmana de hotel ke malik ka se moisu leiba khotpadu achaposu phangdabina khoi achapot chaba mitegi chaba singdo budi moi leiba su jamna arakte.
Sinam Dipak highlighted the plights facing Manipuri community in Tripura, especially the lack of means of livelihood. He said many have dispersed from Tripura to other viable places in search of livelihood. Dipak appealed to Manipur government and Manipur-based CSOs to facilitate the Manipuri community in Tripura in boosting their income by providing them trainings on handloom and handicrafts.
Manipur government na akoigi angang sinjibu ko thabak tambage na amaga center semiradi vocational training 1 year hairu fee sabagi atesu bamboo gi achapo sabagi mitegi karike lebo ko mitegi achar semai jamna khoi sige jamna choli mitei po jam sitli madu singje koi khuni sabagi mitegi madu singdo asege amaga semiradi center amaga magi vocational training hairu athoba Manipur government na hairene Manipur da puge mogi pura mogi tambirake madu su khoisiga taunam mani mado already akhogi unemployed person youth lady singchi kogi metegi mado hingani.
Manipur Human Rights Commission MHRC launched its own web portal to facilitate public redressal today. Speaking on the sideline of MHRC office in Lamphil, MHRC chairperson Khaidem Mani said people may file case or any complaint on the website and complainants may also submit necessary documents and other details. He added that all the services will be provided free of cost.
As on today, when I see portal sit over case kunitoy already filed over lere, Naki Manunda, when I hide them, I'm see young eraga, Masino Nini Manunda, Conagent Sloviaba, notices shoot of Viaba, restart of Viaba, Kaya Yauri, Luenamot of Viabra, Natraga to Viadaba, dismissal on Liminda, Adum Katape Abra. Having sing Badu, Yangaga, human right, I should sing the Bantalitreva. I remember Mamse, Masigi Truda, Paket Pearani.
United Labour Organization Manipur ULOM was formed in Manipur today with an aim to take jobs otherwise done by outsiders. Head office of Ulom is located at Lamphel Supermarket. Speaking to media, Secretary of the newly formed organization, ARKID, Wang Kim expressed apprehension that Manipur will be flooded by migrants once rail connectivity assumes. He said the organization aims to encourage locals to do menial jobs and also strive to keep Imphal city neat and clean. He encouraged unemployed people to approach the organization to get works and appeal to people in need of laborers to contact the organization. ARKID Wang Kim urged people of the state to respect all professions and not to be choosy about jobs.
lakani hainariba je koi manipur ki khongsang yopsale tamilong district sigi ado khangodana tamji da thadar pomta tamgi station tairen popi impan west district ki manung da leiba tairen popi khunji di station ji orani station ji dagi amuk malom gi station ji pogi marak si da leiba train ji lapam matam da darkar oiba simi jing je khoi united labor organization manipur na simi chani rongwa mafam ji da changa ka da mito mial chan se changan dane bagi pandam da khoi gi organization sina thingduna leijare hek changa paga khoi chap chap
Ethno Heritage Council Harikond Manipur today celebrated its 20th Foundation Day at Wangkai Angom Leikai Community Hall. Speaking on the occasion, Harikond President THANGJAM Ratan Kumar said that the council has been making effort to bring love and harmony among communities in the state and vows to continue the same. He emphasized that Harikond supporting Kokomi's movement for attaining political autonomy of Manipur. He also said that Harikond will launch mass campaign to demand special status for the state. Film director Romy Meite was presented with Tomthin Khodol for this year on the occasion.
Kokomi aidana same grabo matungda Harikond ju saruk ama oina yaugjagar kanda Manipur gi isu mayam se masigi loisalakna bagi khwaidagi maru oiba thabak thoram conflict resolution se da mateng pangada se Manipur state ta India government na ahen ba political ki autonomy pirabadi waithokani haibasi da set na thajara kanda akoina Manipur state ta India government na special political status ki autonomy se pigada bani haidana masigi demand da koi huji yam kanna thabak changjan jari.
Manipur did not report any COVID-19 positive nor death case in the last 24 hours. Results of all the 68 samples came out negative for COVID-19. On the positive note, Manipur reported 4 recoveries in the last 24 hours. With this, active COVID case load dips to 4. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Common Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 1,37,230. Death toll remains at 2,120 and recovered cases are 1,35,106. Recovery rate remains at 98.45%. On that note, it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring in updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We'll be right back. Keep watching Impact News.
Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal da nauna hangdok jare, hairiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlamsing mafam asida phangbigani ngasi maglangsing birau Tilak Ras Enterprises, Presto, Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Thong, Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English News. India added 2,202 new COVID-19 cases, 2,550 recoveries and 27 deaths in the last 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active case load stands at 17,317. Total recoveries are 4,25,82,243. Recovery rate stands at 98.74%. Death toll reaches 5,24,241. Over 191 crore 37 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 52 crore 13 lakh 59,000 people. Over 62 lakh 88,000 people have died, and recoveries are above 49 crore 19 lakh 38,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 19 lakh 21,000 in the world. Teaching learning material kits were distributed to persons with intellectual disabilities today. National Institute for Empowerment of Persons with Intellectual Disabilities, Secunderabad, in association with Relief Center for the Welfare of Differently Abled Persons, Manipur, and State Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Manipur, organized the event at the mini auditorium of Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, Imphal. Addressing the occasion, Langthabal MLA Karam Shyam urged people to strive for the welfare of differently abled persons. He stressed on uplifting the status of persons with disabilities in the society. RIMS Director Professor Ed Santa, Social Welfare Department Director N.G. Uttam, and other distinguished personalities attended the event.
Mina mibu nungsiba state di hela atopa kari kun naike aduna achobo officer waisno ranti wala waisno kana chobo combine the director waisno minungsiba matam supada mangonda yaura madumi kana bado akoi miyoi na hamgane jiwa punu makki khwaidi awang batha talaisi miyoi na ni ai khana bataw gi kunse masi khwaidi akoi da sothok chanai ko gunne.
CG Hospitals and Research Institute inaugurated a 31-bedded intensive care unit on the 3rd floor of the Eastern Block today. The hospital has now 78 critical care beds and a dedicated team of 12 critical care specialists, 10 resident medical officers, and 160 nurses working shifts to treat and monitor patients round the clock. The newly inaugurated facility has extracorporeal membrane oxygenation machine, counseling room, ventilators, arterial blood gas analyzers, ECG, syringe pumps and monitors attached to each bed, medical gas pipelines, portable ultrasound and X-ray machines, ear handling unit for the ICU complex, and other cutting-edge hospital technologies. Shri CMD Dr. Palin Kundongbam, Shri CEO Dr. Boni Kundongbam, Director Medical Services, Caesar Hospital and Research Institute Dr. Jogendra Sorokaibam, senior doctors and critical care team of the hospital we present on the occasion. It may be mentioned that during the first and second waves of COVID-19, CG Hospitals offered the greatest number of ICU beds in Manipur. The hospital set aside 44 ICU beds dedicated for COVID-positive patients. For this remarkable services, Shri was conferred the National Health Award by during the Double Helical Health Conclave on May 2nd at India Habitat Center, New Delhi. First death anniversary of noted ENT specialist late Professor Jodha Chandra Sanasam was observed today at Manipur Press Club in Imphal. Manipuri Language Advisory Board Sahit Academy New Delhi convener Nomaithem Kiran Kumar released a souvenir at the event jointly organized by family members of late Professor Jodha Chandra and Tungi Yaipanavasemba Kanglob. Attendees paid floral tribute to the portrait of Jodha Chandra. A poetry titled Karamna Kaurasige was read out at the memorial. It may be mentioned that Professor Jodha Chandra was also a noted lyricist, novelist, short story writer and poet during his lifetime. Trained Nurses Association of India and Students Nurses Association of India Manipur State Branch jointly celebrated International Nurses Week at RIMS Jubilee Hall today. Speaking on the occasion, Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan termed the nursing profession as the backbone of health sector. He appealed to all nurses to carry out their duty well. He also stressed on the need to improve the standard of healthcare centers at primary level. Director of Health Services Dr. K. Raju, RIMS Director Professor Esanta, eminent doctors and nurses attended the program.
Primary level, it's where the focus of the Indian government, of our government, will be there as well. This doesn't mean that we'll be avoiding, will not be taking care of the tertiary level. It's only when you strengthen the health system at the primary level where we can make the health care of every individual of our state progress. Today in our midst, we have the nursing principals, the vice principals, the faculty members, the teachers, and the future nurses with us, the backbone of our healthcare.
A showroom named Fashion Plaza selling branded apparels for ladies and children was opened at Changangai today. The plaza will sell apparels made by popular 11 brands including Jack & Jones, Polo Classic, Ginny and Johnny and Peter England. Speaking on occasion, Plaza proprietor THANGJAM Debajit said upon up to 20% discount will be provided to customers on the opening day.
Fashion Plaza, aina bolaga, seda laiba, ini family ngi angang kira, andi kira, nupi kira, kuding mo pangbiya adumba Fashion Plaza ama soalnya hantok opening ngasi, grand opening yo na 20% discount laire company na kau sini berapa ada mana pun muksu hai ngasi ki numisi telak pi tu na hari discount ki khulung sahab se lohning ni mana pun muk pi na tham jage.
Combined team of Cycle Police Station to women police personnel of Cycle Police and personnel of Ikau Outpost under the supervision of Kangpok PSP Amrita Sinha. IPS has arrested a woman for possessing 9 kg 253 grams of suspected opium. Arrested woman is identified as 68-year-old Kim Khonu Khaukip alias Kim Khonka alias Kim Nu, wife of late Thangmang Haukip from Ikau Mulam village. Impact News sources said acting on a tip-off, the combined team raided Kim Khonu's residence on May 11 and recovered the contraband items. Police could not immediately arrest Kim Khonu Haukip on the same day as she fainted at the scene. Police then arrested her on May 12 after she received medical attention at CHC Cycle. She has been handed over to Cycle Police Station along with the seized items. Police has registered a case against her under NDNPS Act. Teams of Imphal West Police Commando carried out house-to-house search operation this morning in the adjoining areas of Langol Ningthaulaikai, Langol Laimanai and Langol Housing Complex in Imphal West District. Around 50 houses were searched and around 150 people were verified during the drive conducted from 5:45 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu and Prime Minister Narendra Modi extended greetings to the nation on the occasion of Vaishakhi Buddha Purnima. Vice President in his message termed Lord Buddha as one of the most illustrious spiritual leaders of the world, and his teachings were aimed at finding the root cause of sorrows and find liberation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi recalled the principles of Lord Buddha and said that the thoughts of Lord Buddha can make our planet more peaceful, harmonious and sustainable. The Prime Minister is on a day-long visit to Lumbini, Nepal to offer prayers in Maya Devi Temple. It may be mentioned that Vaishakhi Buddha Purnima is observed in many parts of the world, including countries like India, Nepal, Bhutan, Burma, Thailand, Tibet, China, Korea, Laos, Vietnam, Mongolia, Cambodia, Singapore, Indonesia and Sri Lanka. Before we conclude, let's take a look at headlines once again. Forest and Environment Minister Thongam Biswajit launches Save Singda movement. Government aims to plant 1 crore saplings at various catchment areas. Chief Minister N. Biren launches Dhanamanjuri University's first ever festival, DM Unifest 2022. CM assures of improving university infrastructure under state's 100 days action plan. Manipur sees no new case of COVID-19 nor any death in past 24 hours with 4 new recoveries. Active COVID case load dips to 4. And India reports 2,202 new COVID-19 cases, 2,550 recoveries and 27 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.74%. And that's all we have in this edition of the English Primetime Bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can also follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Till then, good night and stay safe.
Lions Club of Imphal na Lions Club of Imphal North amadi Lions Club of Imphal Northern Hemisphere ga punna kusamnaduna mega fundraising